Hey, YouTube. So I was just watching, and a Duracell commercial came up. It wasn't a bad Duracell commercial with the commercial. So this Duracell commercial followed the same course as two other recent Duracell commercials. So basically, in each of these commercials, there's one that talks about uh, Bose noise canceling headphones. We've got one that talks about a wireless door lock, and this one was talking about a wireless mouse and how you're working on fantasy football team and your mouse fails and computer accidentally drafts a horrible person onto your whatever. I don't know football, so I wouldn't know. But the point of all these is that maybe you should, do you want batteries in your thing? If not, there could be issues. You might not be able to get inside of your house, and your dog's on the other side, and he's hungry, and he starts tearing up the couch. Or you're on an airplane flight, and there's babies crying, and all sorts of other crazy stuff going on, and things don't work out so great because of that. Well, those are valid points. My issue is, okay, so maybe, just maybe, Duracell batteries do last longer and keep things running longer. But that just means that you're gonna have to change your batteries less often. It doesn't mean that you're going to have any. Doesn't mean that you're gonna have any sudden failures while something important is going on. Like seriously. In the fantasy football commercial, kind of at the end of the commercial, the one kicker, the football kicker, comes on and says, "Hey, I'm that guy that was made famous by the commercial. It was fun making it, and you should replace your batteries before you go to draft your fantasy football team." So there's a key thing there before, and you don't have to if you know your batteries are good. But in all of these cases, so I've got Duracell batteries inside of my Bose noise canceling headphones while I'm on the airplane flight, and the batteries die because I've been using them long enough. And I've got Duracell batteries inside of my door lock, and the Duracell batteries die one day, and so I'm not able to get inside of my house. I have to go find a replacement for the batteries. Yeah, great. So Duracell is still prone to failure. And I'm not even sure that Duracell is actually the best brand for batteries. Especially with new technologies coming out, which I'll get to in a moment. But like Sunbeam, I don't remember if Duracell was on the list, but I was kind of curious. So I looked up online to see what people's experiences were with the dollar store brand of batteries, which is Sunbeam. We also sell Panasonic batteries. Those are a little more expensive, but we do have those if you want a different brand. But everybody in the internet forum that I read said they loved Sunbeam batteries, and they ran even longer in flashlights than certain name brand batteries did. I forget which brands. My favorite comment was, and I'm modifying the language a little bit. He wasn't super dirty, but he was a word I wouldn't use. But he basically said, needed some new batteries for my wireless mouse, and I just got some at the dollar store in a pinch, thinking they would be uber trash, but they're not. And that was a very loose quote. But I really like that a lot, and I remembered once or twice using some batteries as a kid, and they seem to work good. So Sunbeam batteries aren't a bad option at all. Um, and I think they're cheaper than most other places, even Costco batteries, Kirtland batteries. Also, once or twice a year we get bonus batteries in. So, well, we do have a few different types of batteries. The ones, I forget what type, but these aren't the ones labeled for high drain devices. The ones that are kind of just standard, normally they're in an 8-pack, but when the bonus rolls around, you get 25% more, so 10 batteries. And that's cool. But the thing I was going to say about emerging technologies that's kind of making alkaline batteries, obsolete. Not quite yet, but it's slowly going that way. The big thing is rechargeable inner loop batteries. So the big thing with rechargeables that I've come to find out just now is they don't hold their charge as good as alkaline batteries. So we have a bunch of regular rechargeable batteries that are juiced up, and they're in a box waiting till our TV remote or our computer mouse or whatever needs them. And we found they don't hold their juice. So they kind of need to be charged up and then used, not charged up, sat in a box, and then used. Fortunately for me, most of my batteries that I have are rechargeable. They're actively being used. There's one set that isn't, that goes to my Zoom H6 recorder when I need it to be running off of battery power. But with inner loop batteries, they're rechargeable, but they hold the power just like your standard alkaline battery, so they don't have that discharge over time, which is nice. It means juice it up, put it on a shelf like you would an alkaline battery, and use it later. And so we're going to be looking into investing into these. They're kind of sort of expensive right now too. You can also even get lithium-ion batteries in the form of your AA and AAA cell batteries. Or maybe it's just AA. I'm not sure what size they have. But the thing about these ones is you pop off the end of the battery and it reveals a USB plug, so you can juice it up that way just like you would your phone and whatnot. And those are like extremely expensive. So it would most certainly be cheaper if I got a USB battery bank or a solar charger like I do have, and then found a way to adapt that USB to a standard battery charger. Which I'm sure it is doable. I don't know, but anyways, yes. So I just wanted to quickly do this little video and tell you guys a little bit about what I think is a slight issue with these commercials. They're not bad. They're well edited. They tell a good story. So I would say if the Duracell batteries do last longer, then, go ahead and use them. It means that your smoke alarms and other devices are going to last longer. Going to have, and that's better in the long run because you have to buy less batteries. Well, that's if the math works out. Maybe other brands of batteries don't last as long, but their cheaper price would warrant replacing them more often. And so you got to kind of pick and choose and think, and maybe if it's something awkward, spend a little bit extra for the Duracell. I don't know. I haven't tested batteries. Although I've kind of sort of wanted to, because at the dollar store we have some fashion batteries. I've wanted to test those, compare them against some other batteries, and I might someday. Who knows? But yes, just remember that even Duracell batteries will die eventually, and so them supposedly being better and lasting longer doesn't necessarily save you from any of the scenarios that could still happen. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you channel, I've got a lot of other stuff, including edited content, short films and things, not just me talking. And for the people who have been around here quite often, you hear me say that quite a bit. I will say, I just kind of say that just in case somebody did stick until the end and they found this maybe a little bit boring. Just for you guys, there's something else, there's other content on the channel. I'll see you guys whenever next.